embedded C program, correct? So, uh, so I just discussed what is the difference between the generic C and embedded C, right? So this point we had some discussion. So and no, so if at all your program is complex, then instead of assembly program, okay, we can go for the embedded C program. Okay, so embedded C program, and we have to use so we have to write embedded C program. Okay, so embedded C program we have to write, and then we have to convert that particular program to binary. Okay, so this is what we understood, and in between we need some compiler. Okay, so compiler to convert that particular embedded C program to a binary program. Binary program is basically what is that .x file. Okay, so you will get .x file. So this program will look like 010F. Okay, E1 like this. So the program will be there. So this C program will be converted into the binary program. Okay, so if at all if you have any assembly program, okay, so assembly level program, then you will be using assembler. Okay, so assembler to convert. Okay, assembler to convert your assembly level program to binary. Okay, so that you have to understand. Now the thing is, let us write. Say for example, I'll just consider one simple system. So what is this? So I have a microcontroller. Okay. So have a microcontroller. So this is, let me consider a simple microcontroller 8051 itself. So now, what is my objective? Say I want to generate a square wave. Okay. Square wave like this. Okay. PWM you want to generate. Okay. So, so maybe you may have to vary the on time and off time. Okay, so T off and T on. So assume that you want to control both, and also you want to control the frequency of this particular square wave. Okay, so this is the objective. So now, how can I achieve this particular objective? So if I want to generate the square wave, okay, square wave or rectangular wave. Okay, so rectangular wave. Then how can I do that? Okay, so that is the objective. So now, if you have a microcontroller, so a lot of input output ports are there. Okay, so I'll be using, say for example, if you consider port 0, okay, port 0, in that port, totally 8 lines are there. In that 8 lines, what you can do, you can use one line. So maybe, 0 to 7. So 8 lines are there. In that, physically, you just take this particular line, and also you take ground point of that particular microcontroller. So just connect this to some CRO. Okay, so you just connect to CRO. So this is basically the positive point, and this is basically the negative point. Across this, I want this particular rectangular waveform. So now you can use this particular things to control your motor. Lot of applications are there. Okay, if you implement this particular thing. Now here, so what is the objective? So now what I have to do? So in this particular port, that is P0, in 0th pin, I need to generate this particular square wave. Okay, very simple task. Okay, very simple task. So if I write the assembly program, so assembly program will look like this. Okay, so the assembly program will be like this. So I'll just write assembly program. Okay, what is that? Uh, Maybe uh, so I'll just make move. Okay, so P naught dot hash 00H. That means you are making this P naught port as output port. Okay, output port. So this is org 0000H. You are storing the code from this particular memory location. Then what you're doing then, okay, so you have to set, okay, set bit P naught dot 0. That means what happens at that particular pin, the voltage become high. Okay. Then what you do, you will call delay. Okay. Some kind of L call delay on delay. Okay. So this is basically some function. Then what you will do, name clear P naught dot 1. Okay, so that means what happens here, the signal will become low voltage, zero voltage. Then again you will call some L call. Okay, so delay off. Okay, so this is basically off time. Okay, then what you do, you jump. Okay, jump to loop. Okay, so your loop is basically this. Okay, now can you see here what this program does? This program basically uh, generates a square wave. Okay, generate a square wave or rectangular wave because your delays are different. So this is basically assembly program. If you see this thing, this program is assembly program, assembly level program, and also you need to define this function also below. So but anyway, the main program will look like this. Okay, so what logic we will be using, we are going to make one pin in that particular microcontroller high and low. Okay, so in between we are calling some delay. So then what happens at that particular pin, this rectangular wave will be generated. Okay, so this is basically assembly program. Okay, so is that clear? Any questions on this? Any questions on this particular assembly program to generate square wave? Yeah, great. So now what I'll do is I don't do this particular thing in this particular assembly level. So now what I'll do, I'll use embedded C. Okay, so embedded C I already told. Now I'll directly take up this particular Keel software. Okay, so Keel software. So you have a Keel software. Here you can write assembly program as well as the C program easily. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll just close all the projects. Now, so this is the procedure what you have to do in Keel. Okay. So you have to go to project and click on new. Okay. So click on new. Then after that, what you have to do, so you just have to give one name. Say maybe your application, whatever application you are doing. Say maybe control motor. Okay, so control motor. So this is your project name. So save this particular project. Okay, so here what you have to do. So take some select the legacy devices. Okay, so here lot of semiconductor companies are there, and they are producing lot of microcontrollers, microprocessor, and these are all the companies who manufacture the microprocessor and microcontroller. Say for example, you can go to say Intel. Okay, so Intel, this many microcontroller and microprocessor they manufacture. So you can see the variants. Okay, so a lot of variants are there. So likewise, all the microprocessor like microchip, everybody manufactures the microcontroller and microprocessor. Say for example, if you want to work on 8051 microcontroller, you can see. So many companies produce this particular microcontroller. Okay, with the different name, but internally internal architecture and the working, everything will be same. Okay, there is no difference. Instructions and also header files, everything will. No, I'll select 8051. So now I'll select the generic one. Okay, you can see the features in software. You can see the features of that particular microprocessor and microcontroller. Just at this particular point only, they are saying 8 kilobytes of ROM is there, 128 bytes of RAM is there. Okay, so 2 timers and 32 lines. I mean 32 means 4 8-bit ports. So all these things are the features of this particular microcontroller. So just select that particular microcontroller. Okay, so this startup program, okay, don't select. Okay, let us write our own program. Okay, so no, just say no, and this is empty program now. Okay, nothing is there. Then what you do, click on new. Okay, click on new. Here you have to write a C program. Okay, last class I just told you how you have to write a C program. First, you have to import the microcontroller or microprocessor specific header file. Okay, so that is the first thing what you have to do. So in Keel, I think 51.h is the header file where all the the special function register and functions and the features whatever you have in 8051, everything is defined in this particular 51. So you can use this particular header file, and after that you have to have the generic C skeleton. Now what is that? So int main. Okay, so this is the main function. You can also have void function. It's not a problem. So then you should return, okay, return for the main function. So this is the basic, you know, uh, C program. Okay, so main function should be there. This is the starting point of your program. When you switch on your microcontroller, so your program will start from this particular point. Okay, so now what I'll do here, you see here, for to understand this particular header file, I'll just make P0 P0 is equal to 0x0. Okay, 0x00. Or simply what I'll do, I'll make A is equal to 0x10. Okay, what happened here? I'm just assigning A variable 0x10. Okay, now let us see what happens to this one. So after giving this particular value, what you have to do, you just have to save. You have to save that particular program with the .c extension. Okay, since we are writing embedded C program, you have to save this particular file with .c extension. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll just give a name as some kind of motor control, something like this. Okay, motor control. Okay, .c. You see, you should have .c extension. Okay, so then you just have to click on save. Then after this, you can see the color code changes. Okay, and all the syntaxes as per the syntax, the color code will be assigned. Now you can see that no, there is no error. Okay, so now you saved. After saving this particular file with .c extension, you have to click on this particular source group and right click on that. And since this particular program is already I typed and I saved, so it is already there in that particular directory. You can select add existing file. Otherwise, you have to add new file. Okay, so I am selecting add existing file. So then whatever program I given. Okay, say for example, what is the program name? The program name is basically motor control.c, correct? So just add that particular program to this group. Now you see that C program will come here. Okay, so now this program is there. Then after that, so now what you have to do, you have to click on this particular button. Okay, so what is that? Build. So you can also go to this particular menu bar. Okay, so here, so you can project. Okay, in project you have one option called build target. Okay, so you just have to click on this particular build target. Okay, so now here this A register is not defined. So now what I'll do, I'll just see. Okay, so can you see here? Okay, so there is no error now. There is no error. Okay, zero error and zero warning. So build is successful. When you build this particular program, okay, so that binary code, everything will be ready. So here, what you have an option. Okay, you have an option to load this particular binary program to your actual hardware using the burners. Okay, so now what I'll do, I'll just try to simulate this particular program. Okay, so to simulate this particular program, so what you have to do, so you have to click on this particular button after building. Okay, so you just have to go here and you have to start debugging this particular session. Okay, so debug, just click on debug. So evaluation version has only 2 kilobytes of program you can write. So click OK. Now see, I just came to the so the simulator mode. Now I'm just running this particular program step by step. Okay, I'm just using step run. When I run this, the first statement, what happened? What was the reflection? Can you read what happened when I run the first line? Can you tell me what happened after executing first line? So what reflection happened in the microcontroller? Okay, can anybody tell? Yeah, okay. So probably you can observe. Look at my screen, and ACC is equal to 0x10. Okay, 10. ACC is equal to 10. So what probably it might have done. Okay, so now here you see here, this is, A is equal to 10. So this internal memory of your, whatever select. So the internal memory will be loaded in this particular space. Okay, so internal memory. So these registers and these are all system registers. So you can see here after running this particular program, okay, the A register is loaded with 10. Means this accumulator. So what we are using this particular accumulator is loaded with value 10. So now what are the observation you have to make here? See, I'm just typing ACC, okay, is equal to 10. Okay, so that means I'm not declaring what this variable is. Okay, I just simply given ACC is equal to 10. So in C, without defining that particular variable, you can't assign any variable, correct? Any value. So but I'm doing here how it is working, because that definition, okay, ACC definition is present in rich51.h file. Okay, so all the special function registers, okay, like R0, R1, okay, so DPTR, okay, a B register, okay, program counter, and all these special function registers are defined in this particular header file. Okay, you are clear? Means you can directly use that particular symbols in your C program. Okay, so after that, if you compile and load this particular program to your microcontroller, it works. Okay, so this is just putting the value 10 to accumulator. So let me stop this particular program. Okay, I'll just go to the source code. Now, similarly, if I make this particular pin P naught as 10, or say for example 00, I'll make, okay, 00. Now, what it will do simply, so when you go to debug mode, okay, you can guess what it will do. So the port, initially here you have a option to see your peripherals, like now I need to see the input output port. Now can you see here the port 0? Okay, port 0 state, it is all 1 now. Okay, in default everything is 1 now. Now after running this program, let us see how it works. Say for example I'm running this program. After executing this program, okay, so now 00, okay, so 00 port 0. Okay, so it has to be 00. Now let me the peripheral, which port I used. Okay. Okay. Mostly I might have typed P0. Okay. So P0 is 00. Sorry, I need to build a. So after this, you need to build again, and you just have to go to the simulator. Okay. Now see here, I'm just opening the peripheral. I'm just running this program. Can you see it here? What was your observation? So all the pins in that particular port become 0. Okay, you understood? So any clarification? So when you run this particular program, all the pins in that particular port becomes 0. Now I'll try to extend this program, and I'll write full-fledged program. Now we'll be in a position to understand this program. Now what I'll do? Now immediately P0 is equal to 0, and now in this particular uh, uh, port, I just want to make the first bit as 00. Otherwise, let us blink all the pins. So to do that, now what I have to do, I have to load that particular uh, port with FF, correct? So when you load that particular register with FF, then the high voltage will come, correct? So now what I'll do, so I'll I can use while loop or for loop. Okay, I can run while loop and or for loop in continuously. And if I keep this instruction inside this particular while loop, so now the while loop is basically the infinite loop. Now see, when I run this particular program, what you can expect? Okay, so sorry, you have to build again. So without building, don't compile. So it won't take the. Now it is compiled successfully. I'm just moving to the simulator mode. Now what happens? Let us see. Okay, so in this particular program, so I am just opening that particular port. So port 0. So now when I run this particular program, so instead of step run, I'll try to run this program. Okay, so so I just have to run. Where is that run? Yeah, run button F5. Can you see here what is happening? So can you observe? It's just simply blinking. So, but there is no delay. Okay, it is continuously blinking. So you understood? So this program is basically giving the square wave. Okay, so now physically, if you connect any one of the pin in this particular port, you will get a square wave. Okay, you will get a square wave. Now, what you can do, so you can introduce some delay. Okay, some delays in this particular program, just to control the frequency and on time and off time. Okay, so to control on time and off time as well as frequency, you can introduce no delays. Okay, so that is what I'll do now. So you see here. So now, so here what I have to do, I just have to call delay. Okay, so maybe how to call a function in C. You may be knowing. Okay, so some delay of delay on. Okay, so this is the function what I have to call. After making one, I have to wait for some time, and also I'm just creating one more delay program. So that is basically delay off. Okay, so these two functions I am trying to create. So okay, so now I'm just creating some anonymous function. Okay, so delay on. So what is your delay on, what it should do? So let us define here. Okay, similarly you have to define the delay of function. Okay, so delay of function, so here something should work. Say for example, so int, okay, I is equal to maybe 0. Okay, so for I is equal to 0, I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to maybe 10,000. Okay, I. So you see this instruction, you can use it as uh, a delay program. So basically, whenever your control comes to this particular program, it simply increments the I value for 10,000 times, and then it will come out of the program. So that means it is indirectly kind of a delay program, correct? So similarly, you can have the same kind of delay in the second function, and here also same thing is happening. Okay, so now two delay programs I introduced, and after making high, okay, in one of the port, I'm just calling those two functions. Okay, so now I am trying to build this program. There's no problem. Okay, it is working fine. Now let me move to the program. So and also let me to the port. Okay, so 40. Now let me see. Let me compare the output whatever I'm getting with the previous one. Okay, so when I run this particular program, can you see here? Now you can clearly see some delay. Okay, clearly you can see some delays. That blinking you can observe. The last time it was completely blinking at the at the rate of the system clock. So, but in this particular case, you are controlling that particular time by your user defined function delay program. Okay. So now, so if you want to increase the delay time, or if you want to increase the on time and off time of that particular square wave, then what you have to do? So that is what we have to do now. So simply, you just have to increase this particular value. Okay, so increase that particular value. So now, instead of that, what I'll do, I'll just pass that as a one parameter for this particular function. Okay, so delay function. So that may be maybe value, some value. Okay, some value you need to pass. So use that particular value, and now this function becomes a generic. Okay, so similarly pass some integer value, and then okay, so your the last value is what you will pass from your function. Now what I'll do, I'll use here 20,000, and then again I'll use the 20,000. Okay, so that means I'm trying to generate what is that the square wave. Okay, wave. So now let me see program. So now the 20,000. Now I'm just opening the port. So I'm just running this particular program. Now you can see. So 20,000 is basically the count. So from 0 to 20,000, the will be incremented. Okay, and then it will go to the off. It will switch off all the pins in that particular P0 port. Okay, so now you know how to increase the on time and off time and all. Okay, so now you have complete control in this particular program. So how you have to just modify these values. Okay, to modify these values, whatever the maximum number possible. Say for example 40,000, 80,000. Okay, so if you give this one, now you see on time is less, off time is more. Okay, so that means what is the duty cycle? The duty cycle is basically almost is it 30%, almost 4 plus 8 plus 4 12. Okay, so in 12 is the total duration. In that you are 30% will be on time, and other 60% is basically the off time. Okay, so so before going to the compilation, okay, you have to build. Whenever you modify the code, okay, so immediately you have to build the program, and you have to move to the. Okay, so then I'll just open the port, and then I'll run the program. Okay, now it is basically on. Why this program is stuck? Is it number? think that number is too big, I think, or it may be the out of range. So I'll just give something like 20 30,000. Okay. Otherwise, you're int and all, because integer no. So within that range, if it is there, then there will not be any problem. Okay. So then enable port and run this program. Okay. Now you can see here, off time is bit more, correct? Off time is more compared to on time. That observation you can make out in this particular. Okay. So what is this program? This program is basically uh, generation of a square wave or rectangular waveform. Okay. So many application required. Like if you want to control motor, same program. If you want to control, say for example, drone. Okay, so if you want to control drone, you need this kind of functions. Okay, you need to generate PWM for different applications. So even in your power electronic devices, by generating this kind of PWMs, waves, you can control any device. So that's why this kind of application is required for many applications. So you just need to know this programming. Okay, any questions on this? This is basically embedded C programs. This program let us execute in Proteus. Okay, so physically let us see how we can load this particular program to Proteus, and how we can virtually see how exactly it looks in the hardware. So will that be fine? Any questions? You can ask. Any questions? No doubts. Listening. Others?
Yes, sir.
Clear? So just go through embedded C program uh, in many places. So try to learn the data types and basics. Okay, so that you'll learn better. Okay, so I'll directly start the application. Okay, in between I'll keep on explaining. Whenever that content comes, like for example data type functions, all those things I'll explain in the application itself. So if you want to learn from the basics, then you have to refer some in some other places. Okay, so we'll stop here. So mostly will continue with that that hardware Proteus. Okay, hold on, so I'll just attendings. Yeah, please give your earnings. Abram? Abram? Abram, you're not at all respond. So I have to give absent. Okay, Anujit? Anujit? Anujit is absent. Mohammed? Mohammed? Rupam?
Present, sir.
Ryan? Ryan? Okay. Namita?
Present, sir.
John? John? Not there? Gunashekar?
Present, sir.
Amrita?
Present, sir.
Sayak?
Yes, sir.
Present, sir.
Nandas?
Yes, sir.
Present, sir.
Yanshu?
John present, sir.
John, I won't give attendance. 10 times I called your name. Huh? Priyanshu? Okay. Aniket? Vikram?
Present, sir.
Shoaib? Shoaib? Pulashita?
Yes, sir.
Up, you have to take care of that lab experiments, huh? Hari?
Sir, I'll show it to you in the next.
Yeah. Hari?
Present, sir. Hari.
Huh.
Present,
Pawan?
Present, sir.
Pawan, you are present for some class showing lab and all.
Actually, I have little problems. I will show lab by 2 days, sir. Everything I will show you, sir.
Yeah, you should work on that, if you're not showing, I'm not giving attendance. If you log in, it will not be useful. If you show output, then only I'm giving attendance. Okay.
Yesterday I was watching clearly, sir, but my laptop is not at the time, so I haven't done anything, sir, yesterday.
Fine. You do and show, because if it is too late, I can't give marks to you. Get some marks already. 30 marks, almost 50% marks. It's already work. So that's why. If you get backlog in lab, then it will be difficult. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Make it up. Iqbal.
Present, sir.
Mm-hmm. So, Shoaib, you are there? No. John, you are there? John? Again, I am calling. John, gone, huh?
Yes, sir.
You are there?
Yes, sir.
So, what are the things we covered in this class? So, next class you have to tell what are the things covered in this class. Fine. Next class you have to tell. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Mohammed? Mohammed is not there. Anujit? Abram? Okay. You can take a leave from this class and join next class. Okay. Thank you all. Okay. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.